John Sicard is the Chief Operating Officer for Kinaxis in Ottawa. He spoke with us about the role HR plays when a business is undergoing a major transformation. Why did Kinaxis need to undergo a major transformation?
Primarily the focus was to have the company grow faster, gain more value faster. We wanted to enter new markets, but probably the most important aspect of the change was we had to differentiate ourselves. We were competing with some extremely large competitors, and we found ourselves competing under their terms, not our own. And we realized for us to actually win more and grow to the point that we needed to grow, we had to change our approach.
How did the organization couple business transformation with a cultural one to ensure success?
So that's a great question, because the transformation that we were looking at was pretty big. We started to count the number of departments it affected, and we couldn't omit any. It affected every single department of our company, which meant it was going to affect every employee. So once we figured out exactly what we wanted to do as part of the transformation, we developed a plan to incorporate employee involvement. And part of that was developing basically the pillars of our culture: learn, laugh, share, connect. We incorporated them in the share bit pretty quickly, building this community and inviting them to participate. It was very new for them, right? It was asking them to become public in a way where traditionally they wouldn't be. They would be in their cubes and doing their work. So we invited them to do that. There are a series of videos, for example, that we have done where all the employees are involved. We produced our own music video, for example. It was produced in our building, and we're now looking at that as a tool to actually invite people to come and work with us. And so getting our own employees directly involved, not only on those 4 basic pillars, but having them have fun with it as well was really key. To getting them focused and believing that the business strategy we were on was actually the right one. Some might think, well, you were kind of deflecting, right? You get them focused on having fun and sharing, and yet, at the root of that was getting them focused on this new business strategy. So that's how we sort of merged the two together.
And what was the employee reaction to that?
Resistance at first. A little shock, because we weren't just changing one thing. We were changing almost everything. But at the same time, they saw that the confidence in the executive team. We were completely aligned. We were completely open and honest with everything that we did. If things didn't work, we shared that. We weren't afraid to discuss failures, if you will, and say, hey, we thought this would happen. These are the 3 assumptions we got wrong, so we're going to go do something else. I think had we not been that open with our base, we might have lost some trust. And when you lose trust, you lose participation. You lose participation, you lose success.
What role does HR play to ensure successful transformation?
So HR for us, certainly it's different today, is they certainly screen people differently. That's a really big piece of it. They're our front line in terms of determining whether there's a fitness with a candidate and a role. In the past, we might have been hyper-focused on an employee or a potential employee's fitness from a technical, know-how, skill side of the equation. And of course, they're still looking for, will they work well in a team? But now they'll inspect more, will they thrive under this culture? Because it's pretty different. And so that's a test that they do pretty early.